Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Those of you who are new, my name is Evan, also known as the Storm Taco on Instagram. And today I've got a really cool, an exciting new thing to show you guys today. I do apologize if you can hear any of the construction going on. There's a bunch of neighborhoods being built just behind me, so it's being kind of noisy. But you also may notice as well, the truck looks just a little bit different here. As I had mentioned previously that I was working with Dab Custom Grills, and now I have a custom front grill here that says Storm Taco on the front, and it lights up, changes colors, all that cool stuff. But lately I have been running just the whole amber look with it. And then we no longer have the Tread Cred banner on the windshield. It's now Raplander, which is also in association with Tread Cred. I'm also wearing today a Tread Cred hat, which you guys can get over at their website, and you can get any patches, that kind of stuff. Honestly, it's really fun stuff to do. As you've seen in past videos, I have all my patches on the headliner, and a lot of them are from Tread Cred. So it's pretty cool stuff over there. Little update as well. I did finally get some Diode Dynamics fog lights, so that was a fun install. I'll go over a review on those here shortly for you. I did go with the SS3 Pro Maxes, and they do have the backlit option because everything else has backlit. So gotta have it. But no, the reason for today's video is I was working with Storm Fabrication, and I had a front skid plate made, and it is just absolutely crazy. I will show you guys here in a second. It's sitting here in front of me, so I'm looking at it because it's so perfect. But I will show you guys how I'm going to install that for you. It's actually really cool. So I already removed the stock skid plate here, which I will show you as well, and we're also going to remove a couple of the cross member parts. So I'll get that going, and I will take you along for it. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the stock one and the new Storm one for you. And oh man, it's absolutely crazy. So you guys are going to love it. But I will get that for you and be right back. Okay, so here we have the stock skid plate. I did paint it white just because it kind of matches the style of the truck. And then here we've got the full beefy steel new skid plate, and it is by Storm Fabrication. So fits perfectly with the Storm Taco. It looks completely custom, but it is truly fantastic. So we'll go through, I'll show you how to get it mounted up. It is really heavy, just gonna put that out there. And with the kit, it does reuse a couple of the same bolts that the stock one uses, but some of the hardware is also provided where I guess these go on the back of the skid plate to kind of hold that up there. But what we're going to start doing, since I already removed the skid plate, is we need to remove these. They're 17mm bolts, so both sides, I'm going to get that taken off. And then once those are off, I will get right back to you guys on how we're going to go about with the next part of the install. Okay, so I got those bars off there, and I have to say that was significantly easier than I thought that was going to be. Like, that took maybe a minute and a half at most, and we're only going to reuse 6 of these, so we can end up just chucking one. So whichever one looks the worst, chuck it, I guess. And it is honestly really dirty under these spots, so I am just going to give them a quick little scrub with a brush and some soap real quick just to clean it up a little bit. And then I'll go on ahead and get into getting the skid plate out of there. The skid plate is very heavy, so we're going to see how I can do it without a jack since I don't have one. But I don't know, we'll manage. So I will get back to you guys once this is cleaned up and we're moving on to the skid plate. Okay, so I'm currently under the truck right now, and it is very cramped, but I just want to let you guys know what we're going to do also is in the hardware there is this type of mounting plate here. What you're going to do is I'm on the back side of the lower control arm, and I am going to slide this in. Okay, I believe it's going to go like this. It's going to go in, and I'm going to slide it all the way over to this first, let's see, where is it at? This first hole here, that's exactly what it's going to go into, and then the other side's also going to go into the one over there as well. So basically just slide them in there, put them in, and then we'll get the skid plate on there. Okay, so as you can see, we've got that just sitting right there, and then the other one just sitting right here. And this right side was significantly easier just for the fact that you have more hand room, I guess. Over there was a little tough. I found it easier if I put it in over there and then I use my finger in here where the steering rack is, and that was easier to reach. But yeah, so we got those in place, and I guess now it's time for the skid plate, so we'll get that going. Okay, so I did want to note that with the supplied hardware here, you're giving a spacer and then these 2 bolts, okay? So that's what's going to go in the back here. So I have the spacer and then the bolt, and I do just have it, resting on top of me, which honestly isn't too bad, but you don't want to screw it in all the way. You just want to get it kind of loose and snug in there because it'll make it easier to align the front. And now I'm just going to squeeze on out of here and go up to the front, and we'll reuse the screws that we took out, and we'll go from there. Okay, so right now I have it basically mounted in place right now. I did just start hand tightening just these 3 bolts up front, and those are the I believe the 17mm bolts. And then now we're going to go underneath and get the risers in place, which are those 2 square holes there. That's what we're going to put the other screws into. So I'll get that on there, and I will be right back with you guys. Okay, so we've got the whole skid plate here installed, and honestly, it gives me so much more clearance that I've noticed. Like, rather than it being, hanging down here and coming up, it's so smooth going right down. And I went on ahead and I just tightened everything down, and that is just so freaking insane. Like, I love this thing. Oh, so just take a look at that. Like, that is so cool. I'm definitely going to put his link in the description below so that way you guys can check out some more of his stuff. It's awesome. While I was over picking it up as well, I was talking to Brock. That's his name. He's the owner of StormFab, and I'm going to see about getting some other stuff, like some more skids for the back and front rear bumpers and sliders, all that stuff. I really just want to overhaul it now because I am just so impressed by this. Like, I don't know, it looks so good. So yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. And it was honestly really easy too. This only taken me maybe about 30 minutes to install this whole thing, maybe less. And it's not on the lift or anything, so yeah, I'm a fan. All right, not too shabby. Well, I'm gonna clean this stuff up and be right back with you guys. All right, guys, so that will be a wrap for this install video. I just wanted to say thanks again for tuning in and watching this episode of the install of the skid plate. And I will leave the information for Brock over at Storm Fabrication down in the description. I just wanted to give him a huge shout out for everything that he's done for me. He's been awesome. When I met him just last week, dude's already going to become one of my greatest off-roading buddies. I can already tell. That's going to be great. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything else you'd like me to go over with the build, I do have some more stuff that I do want to go over here in the future for you. I do just want to test some of these things out just a little bit, just to know if there's something I'm going to keep or if it's worth showing you guys. Like right now, I do have a spare tire trailer hitch hooked up for when I go over to Taillights. I'm leaving tomorrow. It's been kind of a bear and caused me some issues already, so I don't know if I want to put a review on it because I'm not sure if I quite advise it yet. I've had to add some stuff to it to try and make it work. Not the biggest fan, but as of right now, it's working. I don't know if it's going to be off-road ready or not, if it's just more street use, but we're going to find out. We'll see how it goes. But that was definitely something important with Telluride and Black Bear Pass that we're going to be doing. The rocks are going to be pretty crazy, so definitely want to help protect that. And hopefully, I don't want to scuff it up too bad, but if we do, it's white, so it'll be a little easier to touch up. But overall, guys, like, I am extremely impressed with it. Like, I don't even have words to describe how impressed I am with that skid plate. Like, it's extremely affordable as well compared to the other name brands. Like, it's just a no-brainer here. And he was local to me, so it also made things a lot easier, and it's just more fun to get to know the people in our community, especially the off-roading community. I feel like sometimes we bash on each other a little too much, but no, it's good to come together and, enjoy things. But I did just want to say, like, thanks again for tuning in, guys. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and catch you guys in the next one.